Hello children, we are on to the next part of moving charges and magnetism. Problem still we are going to continue with. In this problem we will see here, proton and an alpha particle enter the magnetic field at right angles to it with equal speeds or equal velocities also. Find the ratio of the radii and also ratio of the frequencies. Of proton to alpha particle. See, proton enters the magnetic field at right angles to it, so also the alpha particle. Proton describes the circle not like this down in this horizontal plane, radius rp. Alpha particle describes the circle whose radius is r alpha. They have asked what is ratio of rp to the r alpha. Also ratio of frequency. Frequency means number of rotations completed by the charged particle in 1 second. Okay, that ratio is also to be found. Now let us go for this. We have mv square by r, centripetal force must be equal to magnetic force, that is QVB. This implies 1V cancels here. So R will be equal to mv upon QB. This can be written directly, you need not go for this. They asked ratio of the radii, means take first particle to the second particle. If they mention alpha to the proton, then take that. If they mention proton to the alpha particle's radius, take that. If they do not mention anything, take first upon second. Okay, fine. Radius of proton particle path to the radius of the path followed by the alpha particle is m alpha v alpha divided by q alpha b. This is radius of proton. Sorry children, proton first. We should have taken proton first. Okay. Radius of alpha particle path is m alpha v alpha divided by q alpha into b. But see here, proton and alpha particle both are coming with equal velocities. Vp and v alpha both are same. So we will write only v and v only. Fine. Both are entering same magnetic field B, therefore B won't change. B is common for both, equal, north to south B. Let us see. I will write this whole quantity in the denominator, MPV divided by QPB into, this will be, you have to reciprocate this, that will be Q alpha B divided by m alpha v. Now, see, VV cancels, B and B cancels. Mass of the proton is mp, we will write as it is. Charge of the alpha particle, we have to see here, what is alpha particle first? Alpha particle is nothing but helium nucleus. Helium nucleus you should take, that is alpha particle. Take helium atom, 2 electrons, you remove them. What we are left with is only helium nucleus, 2 protons, 2 neutrons. Listen, charge of 1 proton is E, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 9. 2 protons means charge will be 2 into E, like that. So, this is one thing about charge and charge. Charge of alpha particle is, this is all alpha particle, twice that of the proton, because 2 protons are there, neutron, no charge. Now, mass of the proton, Q of the alpha particle is twice that of the proton, we will write it as twice 2E. E means electronic charge or proton charge. Now, charge of proton is only E. Charge of proton is only E. Mass of alpha particle is, listen, proton's mass and neutron's mass are almost equal. In proton there is only one member. In alpha particle there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 members, almost equal mass. So, mass of whole alpha particle is 4 times proton's mass, because 4 members are there. Proton, neutron almost equal mass in these cases. Okay. Now, ratio is 1:2. MP cancels, E cancels, 2 by 4 will be 1 by 2. That is the ratio. Next ratio that is asked is frequencies ratio. Sir, how it has come? Okay, fine. Listen. For anything to rotate, centripetal force is required, that is mv square by r. This centripetal force is because of magnetic force which is given by QVB sin 90. Why 90? Because magnetic field and velocity. Velocity and magnetic field are at right angles. Now, this is written as V, 1V cancels here. QBR upon m. But V is equal to, last year you have studied, V is equal to R omega. Omega is angular velocity, V is linear velocity. This R and this R cancels. This R cancels. But omega is 2 pi f. It will be QB upon m. This 2 pi I will take here. It will be QB upon 2 pi m. Now they are asked frequency of proton divided by frequency of alpha particle. Frequency of proton to the frequency of alpha particle. Frequency of proton is charge of proton, magnetic field upon 2 pi mp. This is all frequency of proton. What is frequency of alpha particle? Q alpha B upon 2 pi m alpha. We'll simplify properly. QB divided by QP B upon 2 pi mp as it is. This will be, when it goes in the numerator, it will be reciprocated. That is 2 pi m alpha divided by Q alpha B. B and B is same magnetic field. 2 pi and 2 pi cancels. It will be charge of proton is electronic charge, same. Mass of alpha particle is 4 times the proton's mass. M alpha is 4 mp. mp as it is. Q alpha, that is charge of alpha particle, is twice that of the proton. Charge of alpha particle is twice that of the protons. So if you find, it will be 2:1. Ratio of frequencies of proton to the alpha particle is 2:1. Proton and an alpha particle enter a magnetic field at right angles to it with equal kinetic energies. Find the ratio of their radii, means not their radii, the path which they follow, its radius has to be found. Now, see here, first proton comes with some kinetic energy E, EP I will call. Secondly, alpha particle comes with kinetic energy E alpha. Both will describe some circles of radius. Radius proton is Rp, radius of alpha particle is R alpha. Not down, it is coming in horizontal plane, if at all vertical magnetic field is there. So this is what we call the magnetic field. Now, we have kinetic energy is half mv square, or we can write 2 taken here and m taken down, it is v square. This implies v is equal to root of this. So this is velocity of whether it is proton or else the alpha particle. We have asked what is ratio of radii. Okay. For anything to rotate, centripetal force is required, that is mv square by r. This centripetal force is equal to magnetic force, that is QVB sin theta. But angle between velocity and magnetic field is 90. So therefore it is sin 91. One velocity cancels like this. Or else we can write V is equal to, radius is asked now. Radius is mv upon qb. Please keep on saying. Radius is asked, well, mass, magnetic field and charge we can substitute, but velocity is how much? Velocity is given by this formula. We will write it as m upon qb. This velocity is given by root of 2a upon m. See, this m, if it is taken inside, it will become m square. M square upon m will become only m, that is root 2 em divided by qb. This m, when m is taken, it will become m square, it will be cancelling, 1m cancels, 1m remains here. Okay. Now, radius of proton's path to the radius of the alpha particle's path is root 2 E m proton divided by q proton magnetic field. This is proton. Radius of alpha particle's path is root 2 E m alpha whole thing divided by q alpha into b. You may ask, sir, why you have written only E and E? Why we shouldn't write it as proton's kinetic energy alpha, E alpha and EP? Because both are having a same kinetic energy. Energy of alpha is equal to energy of proton. Therefore, we wrote it as E and E. Why we did not write QB, magnetic field for proton and magnetic field for alpha particle? Because both are going in the same magnetic field. So, B and B will be common. We will simplify this root 2 EMP divided by QPB as it is. This Q alpha B will go in the numerator divided by root 2 E m alpha. Now what happens is 2E and 2E cancels. This will write root of MP upon m alpha. Then B also cancels. It is Q alpha divided by QP. Mass of the proton is mp as it is. Alpha particle will be having two protons and two neutrons, but mass of the proton and mass of the neutron are almost equal, which are taken as mp and mp only. All are equal. Therefore, mass of the alpha particle is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times proton's mass. 4 times proton's mass. This will come in square root. Charge of the alpha particle is twice that of the proton. Charge of the proton is only E. Now what happens? MP cancels, E cancels, it is 2. Root of 4 is 2. So 2 divided by root 4, that is 2 by 2, that is 1. So both will describe, children, equal radii. Both will describe equal radii. Okay. There is a circular coil and magnetic fields at the distances of 1 meter and 3 meter are in the ratio 8:1. Find radius of the coil. Okay. There is one coil having maybe n number of turns, maybe carrying current I, maybe having radius r, which is question mark. At the distances of x1 equal to 1 meter and at the distance of x2 equal to 3 meter, suppose magnetic fields are B1 and B2. Nearer the coil, more magnetic field, 8 times. At the distance of 3 meter, magnetic field is 1 time. Ratio of B1 and B2 are given as 8:1. If that is the case, they have asked what is the radius of the given circular coil. Now, given children, b1 upon b2 is 8:1. Fine. b1 is given by mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi ni. We'll write somewhere here or here only. Okay. b1 upon b2 is equal to 8 upon 1. Here 8 times, here 1 time. Not 8 Tesla and 1 Tesla. Ratio is 8:1. b1 is given by mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi ni r square upon r square plus x1 square raised to 3 by 2. R square plus x1 square raised to 3 by 2. This is all b1, whole thing divided by b2. b2 is also mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi ni r square upon r square plus, for b2 what is the distance, x2, x2 square raised to 3 by 2, 8 upon 1. Now see, mu naught upon 4 pi, this entire thing cancels, mu naught upon 4 pi, this entire thing cancels. This r plus x2 square will come up, r square plus x1 square will be in the denominator. So I'll write r square plus x2 square, raised to 3 by 2 must be divided by r square plus x1 square raised to 3 by 2 must be equal to 8 upon 1. This one what you should do is r square plus, what is the value of x2? x2 is 3 meters, so we'll write 3 square raised to 3 by 2 r square plus 1 square raised to 3 by 2, because x1 is 1. 8 can be written as 2 cube. 8 is written as 2 cube upon 1. Raising power by 1 by 3, mean taking cube root on both the sides. Cube root means 1 by 3. What happens is, see, r square plus 3 square will be 9, power is 3 by 2 divided by r square plus 1, 1 square is 1 raised to 3 by 2. Whole thing is having power 3 by 2, but it is raised by 1 by 3, means 1 by 3 should be written here, must be equal to 2 cube is already there, whose power is raised by again 1 by 3. Here this 3 and this 3, these 3 are common only, these 3 and this 3 cancels, okay, or else 3 by 2 and 3 by 2 you can write here somewhere into 3 by 2, 3 cancels, what will remain is 1 by 2. Now 1 by 2 is written as r square plus 9 divided by r square plus 1 raised to 1 by 2, because 3 and 3 cancelled here, this is the answer. 3 cancels, answer is 2 upon 1. Squaring on both the sides, r square plus 9 upon r square plus 1, square means 2, 2 cancels, 1 is the answer. 2 square, that will be how much? 4. Okay. R square plus 9 is equal to 4 r square plus 4 into 1 is 4. 4 r square minus r square, this r square is taken here, 9 minus 4. 3 r square will be 9 minus 4 is 5, but r square will be equal to 5 by 3. That is, r square is equal to 5 by 3 means, let us see how much is the answer. 1.66, and r square means, let us see how to find r. R will be equal to, if r square is this much, r will be equal to square root of 1.66, we will round off to 1.667. It is continuously 6666 like that. We will find root of this. 1.29 meter. So that is the radius of the given circular coil. It is purely CET type. Let us go for problems next class. In the next class, we will go for problems.